gentlemen, welcome to Jitsin Independent High School Interclass Debate Competition. Our topic today is the school year should last all year long. On my right is the government team from A1A, UF, and UH, consisting of Mr. Benjamin Wei Chi Heng as the first speaker, Ms. Lim Jia Xin as the second speaker, Ms. Jereen Goh as the third speaker, and Ms. Ng Shi Qi as the fourth speaker. And on my left is the opposition team from A1B, UF, and UI, consisting of Ms. Justine Chin as the first speaker, Ms. Lim En Wei as the second speaker, Ms. Teo Wei Xin as the third speaker, and Ms. Teo Sing Tong as the fourth speaker. Now, I would like to introduce our team of adjudicators. Ms. Nava as the chief adjudicator, and the other adjudicators are Ms. Yon and Mr. Fu. I, Ng Zhang, will be the chairperson for this debate, and Diana will be the timekeeper. Now I'm going to introduce the rules of today's debate competition. Firstly, the maximum speaking times are 5 minutes for each speaker and 4 minutes for reply speech. There are no maximum times. Next, during the rebuttal, members may not bring up any new arguments or new evidence except in direct refutation of material which has already been presented. Then, member will speak only when called upon by the speaker. There is to be no heckling. Besides, all speakers should attempt to both deliver at least one POI and to accept one POI during the course of the debate. There is no continuous POIs allowed. It is considered as heckling. Furthermore, the first minute of each constructive speech is considered protected time during which no POI can be made. In addition, no POI and new main point may be made during the reply speech. Moreover, the government must define the resolution. Their definition must be accepted unless it is undebatable or unreasonable. Lastly, is the time limit of the competition. Time given is 5 minutes. The first bell will ring after the speaker speaks for 1 minute, like this. After 1 minute, member of the opposition team can then raise the POI. After the speaker has spoken for 4 minutes, the bell will ring like this. POIs can still be made after this. POI's time is given 15 seconds. After the bell rang, the speaker will have to stop. And after the speaker has spoken for 5 minutes, the bell will ring twice, like this. The speaker will have to stop. I now call upon the first speaker of the government to present his case. Time given is 5 minutes. Please begin.
Thank you, Chairperson and the timekeeper. A very good morning to honorable educator, my dear opponents, and the member of the floor. And I am the first speaker of the government team. My name is Benjamin. I am going to give the definition and one main points. We, our government team, strongly agree to the motion of today that school should last all year long. And she's the second speaker. Her name is Jia Xin. She's going to give 2 main points and make a rebut. And her point is multi-tracking system. And the third point is holiday is a waste of time. And she's Jereen. She's the third speaker of government team. And she's going to make a rebut and give a short summary. And she's the reply speech. And her name is Sushi. And she's going to sum up all the points and make a short summary. And lastly, now let's begin our debate. Our topic is school should last all year long. But it doesn't mean that we have to go to school for the whole year without any holidays. Students who enroll in a year-round school attend the same number of school days as students in a traditional school calendar schedule. A year-round school is organized into 9-week quarters. And in addition, a year-round school are organized by tribes which align with specific schedule and courses. And our first point is students who enroll in a year-round school will be more efficient because the school holidays is divided equally so that the students will remember well what teacher has taught than the traditional school. Their daily hours are about 4 to 5 hours. It is a benefit for student and the teacher. Why I said it is also a benefit for teacher because the teacher will not have too much stress so that when they teach their students, they will be more friendly. And for students, they can concentrate within those few hours and they can learn well and the student will be good at managing their time. Compared to the traditional school, their students have to learn the whole chapter in a short time, and it is hard for most people to resolve it. And for the traditional school teacher, they will be stressed for teaching their students a chapter in a short time, and they will be more indifferent due to their thoughts of workload. And we are government team strongly believe that school should last all year long. Thank you.
Thank you. The first speaker has spoken for 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Next, first speaker of the opposition to present her case. Time given is also 5 minutes. Please begin.
Good morning to all honorable judges, my worthy opponents, future members and audience. I, Justin Jin, hereby humbly express my thanks for the interest in the school years will last all year long. I would like to emphasize that school should not be all year long as previously stated motion, and if I had your permission, I would like to begin by saying that the school year should not last all year long. First point, students have the right to utilize their time during long school holiday. During the school holiday, they can do things that they want. For instance, they can learn some new skills that behind the school gate and get a part-time job. Students can gain work experience and earn money post part-time jobs. Students have more opportunities to attend various events. In addition, they can have more family time so that their relationships get closer. Furthermore, families may find it difficult to travel with their children if their children are on different schedules. It will also hurt the economy and will be a lack of tourists in popular vacation spots. Without the long school holiday, it will lack of opportunities for students to get a part-time job. So I disagree with the topic, the school should last all year long. Thank you.
Thank you. The first speaker has spoken for 1 minute and 33 seconds. Next, second speaker of the government team to present her case. Time given is also 5 minutes. Please begin.
Thank you for Chairperson and timekeeper. And good morning, dear honorable educator, opponents, and members on the floor. I'm second speaker of government team and Justice K. And I want to rebut about that the opposite team that should say that get part-time job. But I think that if students getting a part-time job, it will not focus in their study so much. Okay. And now I'm going to speak out my second point. The second main point is our team is multi-tracking system. It means that it is dividing the students and staff into different tracks. In most popular multi-tracking is 4-track system. For example, 3 of the 4 tracks are attending school, while the 4th is on vacation. The rotation season depends on the year-round calendar is being used. In 45/15 calendar, 1 track returns from vacation and 1 track leaves every 15 days. So now let's talk about the benefits of multi-tracking system. First, it saves the holiday space, building space. For example, if a school with a seating capacity is 1,000 users, a 4-track system, it could potentially enroll 1,333 students, increasing its capacity by 33%. It can accommodate more students. And second, it also can avoid students overcrowding. 4-track system could minimize the use of building space, so students can use in a comfortable space. And the third main point, holiday is a type of wasting time. A lot of students may not able to use the time wisely. In Ministry of Education of Singapore (MOE), students are not allowed to return schools for core curriculum activities in December. Some students may get vacations or travel with their family, but not others all. If the break is too long, students may make friends who are in bad attitudes in their life. And in case of students may get too bored in their holidays, some of parents will let their children attend the extra tuition or classes and even a camp. And the fee may get a little bit expensive, but not all families can afford it. So one from not so wealthy family couldn't attend these classes or activities in their holidays. And how about the one who didn't go for anywhere? They may get bored in the whole holiday. Students may also get suffer in the internet, social media, and in all day. So my team strongly agree that school year should last very long because academic years produce critical learning. Thank you.
Thank you. The second speaker has spoken for 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Next, second speaker of the opposition to present the case. Time given is 5 minutes. Please begin.
Okay, good afternoon to all honorable judges, members of the government team, and audience. I'm the second speaker of the opposite side. First of all, I would like to rebut the point just now the first speaker said. You said that we can learn good manageable time while this school year round is set up. But in our opinion, every student can they can adjust their time if they want to, but if they don't want to, they can't make it well. And secondly, I want to rebut that the second speaker said that if they will have extra time, they will attend extra tuition and camp. And for the poor family, they can get the time to get a part-time job and help their family. And for wealthy family, they could get this time to make their life more interesting. So I think there's nothing bad during this long-term holiday. Okay, and now I'm going to give up my first opinion. First and foremost, setting up year-round school is such an unnecessary additional fees for our government. It's because workers can't doing the jobs while there are students studying in school. And we have to doing routine maintenance at night or on the weekends. This may incur overtime costs for our school. And secondly, our school requires to pay more staff on 12-month contracts instead of 9 months contract. And it will also increase our fees. Moreover, this school year round will become stress for the teacher. That's because they don't have enough time to get ready for their teaching materials. They only have short time for their holidays. So teachers are humans also, and then they can't live like robots. So we strongly agree to our stance. Okay. Do you know that Finland is the best education system in the world? But they have the same holiday system as us. And then if we want to change our education, our school system, we should not focus on the holiday things. What we want to change is to look about our education problems. And set up the year-round school, it just makes the bad more worse. It's very useless. And then during this school year round, teachers will be very stressed. Okay, that's all. Okay, it brings a lot of bad implications. While teachers can't get a break from teaching and lesson planning. It's also very limited time for teachers to update skills and earn advanced degrees. Teachers who traditionally continue their POI accepted.
According to an Educational World article, some teachers say that they feel more energized by the year-round schedule because there is always a nice break coming out in the near future. How is there more stress?
Well, I think, in my opinion, limited time can, for teachers, there are not enough time to advance their degrees and anything. So, I don't think that's a good point for you to POI. Thank you.
Thank you. The second speaker has spoken for 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Next, third speaker of the government to present her case. Time given is 5 minutes. Please begin.
Thank you, Chairperson and Timekeeper. A very good morning to our honorable educator, my dear opponent, and also members of the floor. My name is Jerry, and I'm the third speaker of
the government team, I'm going to make rebut and restate our team's point. We, the government team, is strongly agree to our motion today, which is the school should last all year long. Firstly, the opposition team first speaker has stated her first point, which is utilize the time. As my first speaker has stated, the year-round school have the break after you have studied for the 5 days and you have rest. You can rest for 2 to 3 weeks of the holiday, and I'm sure it should be enough if you use it wisely. Besides, you could also do part-time job in the year-round school holiday because it is as long as 2 to 3 weeks. And the second speaker of the opposition team point is unnecessary time. It's unnecessary, and I'm sure that if you study in the traditional school, you should have paid the fee and as same as the year-round school. And the third point is it is stress for the teacher. I don't think so because even in the traditional school, it is stress for the teacher because the study time is as long as 8 hours. And now I'm going to move on to restate my team's point. Our team first speaker has said that the education will be more efficient. One, our definition already clearly stated year-round school has specific schedule and courses. It is totally different from the traditional school. First of all the students who attend year-round school will be studying for 4 to 5 hours a day. Unlike the traditional school hours are about 8 hours a day, it is hardly possible for a student to learn and absorb all things taught at the traditional school because of the time at the school is so long. The students might only retain 20% to 30% of the memory after the lesson. What if you have a long school break? I'm sure they will forget all the things they have learned. According to the American traditional school, the teacher would give the students revision again after the holiday. Only they will move on to the new lesson. So that is why we say holiday is a waste of time. The second main point of our team is multi-tracking system. A year-round school using multi-track system make the whole education more advanced. As my second speaker stated, one track return from holiday and one track leave while they are back. This would overcome the overcrowded situation. On the other hand, traditional school may have 40 to 50 students in a class, which the education is not efficient because it is hardly possible to take good care of all of them, but the year-round school could accommodate all the students and assure everyone could get the best care with the multi-track system. Besides, not accepted. Besides, the multi-track system saves a lot of building space. Unlike the traditional school has a lot of big building. What if the school building is unused? It is called as a waste of resource. So why not implement the multi-track system which brings lots of benefit for all of us? Our third main point is holiday is a waste of time. There's no solid evidence proven long school break is beneficial for students. But there's a statistics shown that there are 72% of American teens using Instagram every day, according to the Instagram user statistic in December 2018. Steve Jobs said, if today we were the last day of your life, would you want to do what you are about to do today? He wants us to cherish every single day of our life. Now we still have the opportunity to attend school. So why not we take more time on learning by going to the year-round school that has a specific schedule and courses that will make you success in your future life. As we all know, knowledge is wealth. Our team is strongly agreeing to our motion today, which is the school should last all year long. Thank you.
Thank you. The third speaker has spoken for 4 minutes and 46 seconds. Next, third speaker of the opposition to present her case. Time given is 5 minutes. Please begin.
Thank you to the chairperson and the kind people. I'm Wei Xiao, the first speaker of our team. A very good morning to our honorable judges, boss and my dear opponent, I'm going to do a rebut and strengthen my team's points. First, I would like to rebut about doing the part-time job. It's very difficult to find a part-time job in a short holiday. If the holiday lasts for 2 weeks, it's more difficult to find that lasts for 4 weeks. And then the fee. Our fee, it means that it reduces the capital expenditures, example facility cost, but do not tend to achieve saving with respect to operating expenditures. We also require paying more staff, for example, administrative staff and maintenance workers on 12-month contract instead of 9-month contracts, thereby increasing operating costs. Then I would like to talk about the teachers. Teachers need holidays to get a real break from teaching and lesson planning. Limit time for teachers to update skills and earn advanced degrees if the teacher is teaching in a year-round school. In the traditional school, teachers use the holiday to upgrade themselves while training. If year-round school, they have not enough time to training and to be a better teacher. And then I would like to restate our point. Our first point is utilize the holiday time. Utilize the holiday time students. During the holiday, they can learn anything they want. If the holiday is too short, they do not have enough time to learn things that they want. And then take a part-time job is to gain more experience and learn more money. Camp is the purpose of having camp is let students around together and learn together. If the holiday is separate, each grade of students didn't have the same holiday, they cannot study together. And then next is the implication. We have research say that there is no significant improvement in achievement scores was seen as measured by the California test on basic skill when the test was administered at the end of 2 consecutive school terms. It means that school year-round school and traditional school have no difference. It doesn't improve the result of the school. At last, I will talk. So this house doesn't believe that the school year should last all year long. Thank you.
对不起，打扰上课，这里是顺导处的报告。由于我们学校的花草有喷射农药，所以请老师及同学们注意，不要用手去触碰花花草草。如果一旦你不小心触碰，你必须马上清洗干净。
Thank you. The third speaker has spoken for
还有，
2 minutes and 51 seconds.
如果工作人员在喷射农药的时候，请同学不要靠近。报告完毕，谢谢。
The first, second, and third speakers from the government and opposition has delivered their speeches. Before the both teams deliver the reply speeches, each team will be given 2 minutes to discuss. Start. Here's the rules for reply speech. After the speaker has spoken for 3 minutes, the bell will ring like this. And after spoken for 4 minutes, the bell will ring twice. The speaker will have to stop. Now is the time for reply speech. We'll now invite the opposition to present her reply speech. Time given is 4 minutes. Please begin.
Thank you, Chairperson and timekeeper. A very good morning to the honorable judges, members of floor, and my worthy opponent. As the fourth speaker, I will be giving the reply speech. Our house strongly believes school should not be last all year long. Now I am going to compare the point of us and our opponent. From the government first speaker, he said that it is more efficient to study in all year long school. And teacher didn't have stress in short time because of short time rest. Students also can learn well and can learn new things in all time. The second speaker said that it is multi-tracking system and not focus. If we have a part-time job, we cannot focus it in our studies. The benefits of the all-year-long school is can save building space, overcrowding, and comfortable space. And we also can learn about the co-curriculum, make friends on that, or suffer in First point, students have the right to utilize their time during the long school holiday. They can do their things they want. And without the long school holiday, lack of opportunity for students to get a part-time job. And for the government first speaker, he said that learn new things in all time, but it only learn in the school book, but cannot learn behind the school book. We can gain some work experience and earn money. We can also attend various camps. It gives us opportunities to learn some new things also. And we also can have family time. Family may find it difficult to have their children on different schedules if they are in year-long school. Our second point is unnecessary additional fees. Traditional school reduce capital expenditures such as facility costs, but do not tend to achieve savings with respect to operating expenditures such as personnel, costs, and electricity. This is from Rebecca R. Skinner, 2014 research. It also requires paying more staff, example administrative staff and maintenance worker on 12-month contracts instead of 9-month contracts, thereby increasing operational costs. Then is the implication. Said that teacher can have no stress, but teacher who traditionally he or she can continue their own education during the summer break and need to find alternative forms of education and training. It limits time for teachers to update skills and earn advanced degree. Teachers can get a real break from teaching and lesson plan because teachers are also people, they are not the artificial intelligence.
The reply speaker has spoken for 4 minutes and 3 seconds. We have now come to the end of the debate. Please adjourn our identification. Okay, so now let's invite the government to present the reply speech. Time given is also 4 minutes. Please begin. Sorry.
Thank you to the chairperson and timekeeper. A very good morning to the honorable judges, my dear opponents, and also member of the floor. My name is Shi, the fourth speaker of government team, and I will be giving my reply speech. Firstly, I will summarize the whole debate. Our motion of debate today is that the school year should last all year long. It will mean that year-round calendar will be used instead of traditional calendar, but not necessarily the same as expanded learning time that simply reorganize the standard 180 days school year. Now, I'll be summarizing my team's point as to why school year should be all year long. First, study will be more efficient in the year-round school, as stated by my first speaker, since there is shorter break and students can retain their knowledge well. On the other hand, prevents burnout of both teacher and students. Second, the multi-tracking system can bring benefits such as saving building space and prevent overcrowding classroom. This will not let the building space go to waste and fully utilize them. Third, students' holidays may also go to waste, as most of the students don't spend their time wisely. Worst of all, according to my team's second speaker, with the long break in traditional school calendar, students may get themselves involved in bad activities very easily outside of school. Since this is what we say, it takes as long as 3 years to learn to be good, whereas 3 days to be bad, according to a Chinese idiom. Instead, the short holiday offered by year-round calendar could not only ensure students have ample time to rest and play, but also not allowing them to engage in bad activities. Now, I'll move on to comparing both sides' argument and stand. The opposition team has stated that students can learn to utilize their school holiday in a traditional calendar, but students are usually wasting their time during such a long school holiday, according to my second speaker. They will also fed up with boringness that is brought by the long period of holiday. So, we think that a year-round school will be more suitable for students. According to the second speaker of the opposition team, increasing fees for the year-round school, but if there is a need, that should be supplied. We need to exchange with equal value if we are going to be better, and that exchange will be increasing in fee. Third, the traditional school have 8 hours, whereas year-round school have only 5 hours. The students of traditional school may be too stressed to revise their studies, unlike year-round school students. Then the opportunity stated that the students will not have enough time to discuss and learn if students are studying in a year-round school and joining camp and also taking a part-time job. But earning money is not a student's obligation. They should concentrate on their study. And also, there's almost 3 weeks of holidays for the year-round school student, and that should be enough for them to join these activities. Thus, I strongly believe that we, the government team, stand stronger than the opposition team. I thank for all once more. Now I will rest my case.
Thank you. The revised speaker has spoken for 3 minutes and 8 seconds. We have now come to the end of the debate. Please adjourn our adjudicators to make a decision. Thank you.